Hello and welcome to my channel. Today is the first video in a small series of videos I'm doing in the lovely country of the Philippines. I'm actually staying on a small island called Siquijor. I'm near the town called Siquijor. The actual area is known as Calalinan, and I'm staying in a house just here. You can see that behind me, where we've got a lovely garden. I'll just turn this round so you can have a look. So you can see this is the garden. That's the house that I'm staying in. And then down the bottom of the garden there's an outside area, which is the area I'm actually using most. Not using the indoor kitchen, I'm using the outdoor kitchen, where we've got a place to have a real fire or a barbecue, and then I've got a couple of gas stoves down here as well to use, and I can do my washing up out here. And then sit over here and enjoy a beer. But anyway, the channel's all about photography, so it's all going to be a bit different, because obviously being in a different country to England, there's lots of different things to photograph. And I'm just coming out the gate here, and we've got a bit of wasteland. It's not actually wasteland, I believe somebody owns this piece of land out here, and eventually it will probably have houses on. Over here we've actually got our first subject photograph. Been waiting patiently for me, and there he is, a little tiny pig. Not much of a life, I'm afraid. It's on a concrete base, tied up with about 2 foot of rope. Can't really go anywhere or do much. Has got a cover over the top of it to keep the sun off, but they just feed it, build it up, and eventually eat it. See, it's looking for food there or something. That's not my job. But let's see what sort of photos we can get. Okay, so we've got some photos there. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to get photos of these, but look at this. Behind this wire fence we've got a couple of cows, and again they're all tied up. They can't go very far. It looks like they're tied up anyway, but we'll see if we can get a shot through this netting, which I might have to go into manual focus to get a shot of these. Okay, so I'm just on the road just by the house that I'm staying in, and just trying to get a few panning shots and maybe a few shots of motorcycles coming past. You get quite a few cars as well, but mainly motorbike. I'll see if I can catch one. I might not get it today, but I will get it another day on perhaps another video. You have 2, 3, 4, 5 people on a bike. You could have the 2 adults, mother and father, and 3 children. They squeeze everybody on. There doesn't seem to be much safety around here when it comes to road safety, but that's the life in the Philippines that I'm trying to capture. I'll probably have to do some more of this video tomorrow, because it's getting near 6 o'clock now, and it gets dark about 6 o'clock in the Philippines. Okay, I'll carry on, see what other shots I can get before it gets too dark, and there's not much light around here. So let's see what we can get. Okay, so I'm just carrying on where I left off yesterday. Yesterday was getting a bit dark. It's 3 o'clock on the following day. It's far too hot to go out too much earlier than this, to be perfectly honest. I'm already sunburned, and it's their rainy season. So this is the front of the house that I'm staying in behind me here, and I'm just walking along the road. Right in front of the house is what we call a Sari-sari store. It's just what in England we would call it a local store. Here it really is small, so I'm going to go over and get some shots of it and just to give you an idea of life in the Philippines outside of the cities, and then we'll take a walk a bit further along and see what else we can find. Hello Jen Jen.
Oh, salamat yan. Thank you.
Okay, I'm just wandering in some land right opposite the house I'm staying in now, and again it's just nothing much on here apart from there's a great big bull. Now they're normally tied up, so I'm hoping this one is. His horns look a bit dangerous, but oh yeah, it's tied up, so I'm going to see how close I can get. I've got the 55 to 200, so we'll have a go at taking a photo. So in the Philippines, if you need to carry a mattress, you put it on the back of a bike. Have a look at this. So we're just walking a bit further along the road, and as you can see, if we look around, it really is not a city. As I said earlier, this is Calalinan, which is a barangay, which is like a small area of Siquijor town. We will be doing a POV in the Siquijor town later on, just to show you what life is like in a province town. Siquijor being the capital town of the island of Siquijor. So I'm just working my way up here because I saw a nice landscape that I'd like to get. So this is really strange because I'll normally go to London and do street photography, or go out to the countryside or lakes and do landscape photography. This one, I don't know what you would call it really, bit of everything. Life in the Philippines maybe. This is what I came here for, to shoot life in the Philippines, but also some stunning views. Now I'm going to do this next one handheld, but we've got sort of mountains over here covered with trees, and we're going to see if we can get a nice landscape photo of that. Okay, so I'm just walking a little bit closer so we can get more of the trees that's closest to us in the sort of mid-ground, and then we've got the mountain, and then we've got some nice clouds. I can tell you it's not cold here. It's a bit cloudy, which is nice, because when the sun's out totally, you really struggle to walk around like this. It's just so hot. I'm going to try a shot from here, handheld again, see what we can get. I'm glad I've turned round because I really like this scene going across here. We've got some little houses amongst all those trees. Got some nice blue sky. So out that way, that's towards the sea. Well, always is towards the sea because we're on an island, but we're closest to the sea in this direction. What a place to be staying. At the end of my walk, I asked one of the locals if I could take his portrait, and he let me take it. So that will be the last photo. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me the thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing and clicking that notification bell so that you don't miss future videos, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.